Morning, welcome to my channel. Today the 26th of July 2023. Let's see. The quote for today is, we don't have any. It says, ask Ask your opinion from your partner. It makes him feel important. I always ask my husband's opinion. He doesn't have any. I mean, yeah, what can I tell you? We have mega traffic going on. Heat wave is over. We had a heck of a thunderstorm. But now it's just cloudy and dark. So let's see what we have here. We can connect YouTube. Okay, let's try and connect, which is almost impossible. I'm working on it. Good morning. We are going to be working on a sailboat of our pillow, latch hook pillow. Yeah. Okay. Not much I can do about the traffic, folks. Sorry. Hello, Ellen. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Okay, let me get to work. The noise was so bad I had to close a window. So let's get to the sailboat. Okay, let's see if we can focus this. It's a very cloudy day, so I have very bad lighting, but we will manage because I did get my new tripod, which has lighting, so it helps. Okay, let me pull this down. And then I'm going to have to pull the camera down, so I do apologize. So right here is a sailboat, and this is what I was working on, right here. Okay. All right. I have to pull it down on the edge of the table for the very simple reason that I can get my needle into the holes. So hopefully it's not going to fall. I mean, you did fall before with the camera. We will try not to have you drop to the floor. Okay? Okay. Let's see. We have, okay, we need a different color right here for the sailboat. The edge of the sailboat will be a darker color. Let me get the light pad on here because that will lift my canvas so I can get into the holes. You see? There we go. Okay. Now we need this two of this color at the edge of the sailboat. So we are right here now on our picture, right there. So we need two of this color right at the edge before the black. I noticed that last night I was going faster since I have finally learned how to do this technique of latch hooking. And I was having less and less problem with it. Now over here I need a different color at the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 4 of this color. How are you doing today? I'm not doing any big cooking today because I have some meat cooked left over. So what I'm going to do, since it's a cooler, the weather is cooler, I'm going to make a nice lentil soup. And then we will have leftovers next to the soup. This was my plan for today. I'm also working on the bedroom slipper sock that I'm knitting somewhere over here on the other table because I'm working on 2 tables now. This is the bedroom sock that we are knitting together. We're right here heading toward the toe. The toe will be also dark color. So we have about 3 projects going at the time. And I did receive a new diamond painting, which we will start, I'm not here, which we will start after we finish this pillow. And I will let that be a surprise for you. Okay, let's see who has a problem. Usually when I sit down, everybody has instant problems. Yes? Why do you have a problem? It's only 17 degrees now here in Kokovar. Can you imagine? I mean, a day ago it was 37 degrees centigrade. Now it's 17. I mean, you know, it does sort of do a job on your your joints. And considering that I have arthritis, I do feel the sudden change in temperature, but not bad. I concentrate on keeping moving. It's very important when you have problems, um, you know, with the nonstop inflammation of the joint. It's very important, if you can, with your doctor's permission, to keep moving. It did keep me out of the wheelchair. I have cut down to 2 kilometers of the hike that I can do at once. My average is 5 kilometers a day. Now, what I did was that I had, 2.5 kilometers in the morning, depends on how I get lost. I get lost all the time. I can get lost in my backyard. I'm fantastic at getting lost. Top notch. So what I do is cut the 5 kilometers into 2 sections. And I asked the doctor, how would that work? And he said, okay. The other doctor said, no, you must rest. And the third doctor, because, in Hungary, you have a doctor for each ailment, They're all specialists. I mean, like they don't do anything the other one does. And of course, hubby has to come to the doctor with me because he's my bodyguard, What can I tell you? Can you imagine? I mean, we were sitting at a dentist. I had to have 2 teeth replaced in the front because of the infection. One tooth got infected, and the stupid doctor, instead of treating the infection, pulled it, and by doing that, spread the infection, Instead of giving antibiotics and treating the infected tooth, he pulled it in the front. And it spread the infection so bad, my right eye was in danger, and they had to pull another tooth on the other side in the front. So I had to have 2 teeth replaced, which is no fun, let me tell you. On the one tooth, he left in the root, so that has to be operated on. But there was an excellent dentist here in Kapuvar. Now, this was a different dentist that did this stupidity. And he did an excellent job, no pain. So it was only 2 teeth that had to be replaced. And there's my husband sticking his face, looking in my mouth, and there's a dentist along with him looking in my mouth. And I'm like, if you see anything interesting, you want to take a film out of it and let me know. I mean, what are you doing? No mask, no nothing. Stop breathing into my mouth. I mean, just because he's Dr. Abdallah, did he get a dentist? I mean, get out of my face. You're nervous enough being in a dentist. And there's 3 people looking inside your mouth, and you're like, are you serious? Really? Like, leave me alone. Well, anyway, I had to get that done. And I swear there are times that he put in the screws too tight. It's like my tooth is too tight inside my mouth, and he's looking at me like, okay, the woman is having an insane moment. She thinks the screws tighten and loosen by themselves. And I'm trying to look intelligent, trying to explain to the dentist that it feels the screw is too tight inside my mouth. And he's like, yes, of course, yeah. Good morning, sweet Nanette. I'm at a different table, so I cannot see what you are posting or what you are writing. I told you I have so many projects that I needed to put in an extra table. So now I have 3 tables. But this project is coming along very nicely. I really think it should be done this weekend. And then in August, we can start on the new diamond painting project. Now, I have not figured out how this is going to become a pillow. I have to sew something, and I really have not figured that out yet. But I will. May take me a little while, but I do figure things out eventually. You know. Those that have been with me for the past 2 years know exactly how we do things. And of course, we have a very big canvas in the background, the big poppy, flower, that gets done little by little in the background. This is our background project. The big canvases get worked on in the background during the time that I'm waiting for new shipment, new projects and things like that. This is how we do things. So as you can see, I have finally figured out how to do latch hook. I'm really enjoying it. Oh, the sun is coming out. Maybe we can get good lighting. Wishful thinking. I know. What can I tell you? I closed the window because there's so much noise out there. I'm still waiting for bathroom furniture to be shipped. Because I need it's a smaller cabinets, with shelves to put things in the bathroom. I like things to be neat and in order. So I ordered 2 cabinets. One should fit next to the toilet, which will be good because right now I don't have a toilet paper holder. And on the top shelf of this cabinet, with the shelves, there is a toilet paper dispenser. So that will come in handy. It's white color because the bathroom is white. Well, actually, it's white and tan. I told our husband to buy a shower curtain. He got pink shower curtain. I don't know why. The color is white and tan. Why we would buy pink, I don't know. But then, I gave up trying to figure out, hubby. He said, it's a nice color. I said, okay, but it doesn't match anything in the bathroom, The idea is to match things. And he's like, why? I said, because I'm a woman and I like things to match. It looks better. He goes, but it's a nice pink color. But I don't have anything pink. Well, he said, now you do. Isn't it lovely? I said, no, it isn't. I don't like it. And he goes, well, either you are going to use the pink shower curtain or you will not have a shower curtain. And I'm like, ugh. Okay, we use the pink shower curtain. I hope you're happy. He goes, yes, I'm happy. He goes, well, you love flowers and there's pink in the flowers. I go, yes, but not in the bathroom. He goes, You're being so difficult. I'm being I am not being difficult. I'm simply stating that it doesn't match anything. So, okay. He bought a pink garbage can. He goes, now it matches the garbage can. Ah, okay. I give up. Now we have a pink shower curtain and a pink garbage can. I don't know why, but we do. I mean, heaven forbid that hubby would be wrong about anything. I mean, the whole world could come to a standstill if he would be wrong about anything. I'm getting to be, like those old married ladies. Yeah. Yes, dear. Of course, dear. Whatever you say, dear. That's okay because if he speaks Arabic, I don't understand it. So I just smile and go, yes, dear. Whatever you said. Yep, I don't understand, but it's fine. Go ahead, scream and yell. Tell me when you're finished. He's like, well, we've been married 10 years. You think you'd learn Arabic in 10 years? And I said, why should I learn Arabic? Why? You didn't want to come to Egypt? You didn't want to travel with me? Why should I learn? Yep. Give me one good reason. Actually, I do understand quite a bit, but don't tell him that. It's a secret. When we were in America with my first husband, he was Hungarian also. He died. We would speak in Hungarian. When we had a disagreement, we would speak in Hungarian. Nobody would understand. And I would be smiling while I was, giving him hell in Hungarian. And I would be smiling, and everybody would say, oh, what a lovely couple. Look how nice they're talking with each other. They didn't understand that I was giving hell to my husband. Yes, it was funny. He didn't think it was funny, but I thought it was funny. Yes, I do have a weird sense of humor. Sometimes. Now, wait a minute. This thing is falling down. What I already done is pulling down the canvas, the weight of it. Oh, it looks like the sun is coming out. Yes, I had to buy a new tripod. The other one could not be fixed, which I was a bit upset about because it is expensive, and it was not written in my budget to buy a new tripod. But since I have bad lighting over here, even though I am sitting in front of two windows, as soon as I think, oh, the sun is out, let's make a video. We have good natural lighting. Good. The sun goes away. And I'm like, I think somebody up in the heavens does not want me to make a video, maybe. The sun keeps on playing peekaboo with me. So today is an easy day as far as cooking goes. When the weather is hot, then I don't make soup. Nobody's really interested in eating a hot bowl of soup. I'm making red lentils today, not the brown ones. And I will put a little bit of tomato sauce in it because that's how hubby likes it. And some garlic, and I will toast some onions to sprinkle on the top of it, because this is how my wonderful husband likes to eat his lentil soup. When it's so warm, I do not make it as thick as I would in the winter, you know. We don't really need such heavy foods in the summer. I still keep to the old traditions of, you know, having winter foods and having summer foods. Winter foods are heavier, um, a bit higher in calories because it gets very cold. Although last winter was very mild, again, no snow. This is a part of the world we're supposed to have snow in the winter. For 2 years, we had like 5 minutes of snow, which melted right away. It is bad for the agriculture if the reserve of water is not in the soil. You know, when the snow melts, that water goes deep in the soil. And during the summer, if there is not enough rain, you know, the plants can use that water. But for 2 years, we have been lacking that backup. You know, if you have to use drinking water, because most of the wells were discontinued, they do not permit to have the dug wells on the fields. Well, there is this thing that when they're using fertilizers, well, we don't use fertilizers or any chemicals in the village. But, you know, those bigger farms, they do use it, and that gets into the drinking water. So they have discontinued majority of the wells that were coming from the ground. So anyway, if they have to use drinking water for irrigation, that's very expensive. And it makes the price of vegetables and fruit go up. Unfortunately, that's the way things go. I don't know why water is expensive. I mean, it comes from you know, for free, doesn't it? It falls from the sky. We do have a lot of rivers and lakes. I was born near the big lake in Hungary. We do have a lot of rivers, and we have a lot of hot spring. Well, of course, the hot spring cannot be drunk. You know, it is full of minerals. They are called hot mineral springs, and each mineral spring is for a certain type of ailment. The doctors will actually prescribe for you to visit a certain hot spring. Well, we have one in the city, which they did not open this year because they are renovating it. They couldn't do it all winter long. No. They had to do it during the, you know, summer season when everybody's waiting to use the outdoor hot spring spa. The indoor has been closed now for a couple of years because they want to sell it to a private company. The indoor pools have, you know, apartments and sauna and solarium and all of these things, which the outdoor pools do not have. But the closest one to us is about 13 minutes by public transportation. You know, it's in a different little town, little city, no big thing. You know, the bus is half a block away from here, about 3 minutes walk. So it's very comfortable, you know. No big thing, you know, going to the nearest hot spring spa. But the point is that we are living in a city that has its own spa. They just forgot to open it, which we are a little bit upset about. Yeah. But we do manage. Well, the indoor spa, you know, we use during the winter also because they are indoor pools. There's 3 of them. And there's a baby pool, and there's a pool where the infants go, for swimming lessons, which is a very good idea. They have brought a program in the city where I was born, next to the Lake Balaton, because every year they had people drowning in the lake. So now it is mandatory for the school children to have swimming lessons. Usually people, alcohol and the lake do not mix. For the very simple reason, there are very strange lake effect storms. Those storms come literally out of the blue. And if you do not watch the warning system, each year, boats get toppled over in the storm, and then the rescue squad cannot even get to them because of the wind is so heavy that they cannot get to them. They do have rescue squad all over the lake, but there is a warning system that even if you don't have electricity, you will see the lights from all points of the lake, and you need to keep your eye open. Because I'm serious. Those storms come out of the blue. You could be looking at blue skies, sparkling sunlight, and within a matter of minutes, you have a huge storm. The wind was so big, we were walking on the edge of the lake. There's a regular walkway. We were going back to the lake apartment with the husband, and the husband almost got blown into the water. That's how heavy the wind was. He's about 85 to 90 kilos, so he's not a lightweight little bird. And he was walking on the outside, the side of the sidewalk toward the water, and he almost got blown into the water. That's how bad the wind was. Now, if you are in the middle of the lake, you just don't have time to get out of there. This is why they must keep an eye, and they are trained for anyone that goes with a vessel on the lake. They are trained to keep your eye on the warning system. They are on there with canoes and, all sorts of water stuff that you take into the lake, and which is fine, But what they don't realize that after you get from the shallow end into the deep end, which is capable of holding ships, you are in danger of the undercurrent. And the undercurrent will pull you down. Oh, every year we have disasters on the lake. So finally they have started the program where all school children must take swimming lessons. I had that in America too. We live near Niagara Falls, and I didn't go down Niagara Falls in a barrel, I wasn't either suicidal. We did have a swimming pool in high school. It was a public high school, and we had swimming lessons, which I thought was funny coming from, from where I was coming from. I'm like, okay, you want me to learn how to swim in a swimming pool? I can swim in a lake with an undercurrent. But you had to do it, so we did it. But it was not a heated pool. And let me tell you, when it's damn freezing outside and you jump into that freezing water, you're like, ugh, do I feel refreshed? I don't want to be this much refreshed. Yes, it was cold. And the worst thing is you had to take a hot shower before going in a swimming pool. Now, if we would have taken like a lukewarm, a tepid, or a cold shower, maybe it would have cooled us down. So the shock of the cold, swimming pool would not have been as bad. But nobody thought about that. But we definitely had our, shock to the system. Usually the swimming was like, 6 o'clock in the morning before the other classes. So you have time, to shower after swimming and dry your hair. And even if you wear, swimming caps, your hair still gets wet. Especially I had hair, down to my waist. Now, what color is this? Okay, this color should be over here. This color should be this one. Okay. Yeah, it took me a while to figure out that there are actually symbols to this color. Because at first I didn't know how I was going to figure out which color to put where, So the only delivery I am expecting is the furniture for the bathroom. It is white. It's not pink. Hubby goes, didn't they have pink colored furniture? I said, no. And just between you and I will replace that pink shower curtain because I hate it. I definitely hate it. I did see some beautiful ones. Little by little, I will exclude the pink items from the bathroom. Oh, yeah. I can play this game, not only hubby. If I say I don't like it, then I don't like it, and I will remove it. Don't ask me why. It doesn't look nice. When things don't match and they're not color coordinated, it doesn't look as nice. Even though it's a brand new bathroom and looks fine, no problem, but it doesn't look the way I want it to look. Simple as that. It's a woman thing, I keep on telling my husband. You don't understand because it's a woman thing. And he's like, well, it could be because I am not a woman. I go, oh, Lord. Oh, spare me. The Arab manhood comes out of him. Huh? And you're like, that's there. I noticed that you are not a woman. I did notice it quite a few years ago that you are not a woman. Yes, I did get to that conclusion already. But I found out that's a way to shut him up if you tell him, oh dear, it's a woman thing. You don't understand because you're a man. That's why you don't understand. And he's like, okay. I go, oh, fine. Oh, yes, I can be nasty. Oh, Lord. So we got this much done already. Look at that. We're doing good. Let me get a drink of water before I lose my voice again. Actually, I'm rather tired today. Well, the night before last night, I couldn't sleep. So I think I'm so tired from not sleeping. Good morning, Sissy. Thank you, Sissy. I'm sorry I didn't see you before, but I was at the other desk. Where are my glasses? I don't know. Actually, I'm half blind beside my, without my glasses. Okay, I got it. And let's get this over here. If I clean my glasses, I could actually see out of them. Yeah, I know. The sun is playing peekaboo. Okay. I still can't see out of them. Oh, give it a wash. You wash the glasses. I do. I find it better than just a glass cleaner. Okay, now they should be sparkling clean. I swear, I turn the light off. The sun goes away. I turn the light on. The sun comes out. What? It works by remote control? I'm not kidding. Oh, dear me. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. Hello, Tita. Thank you. You at work? We work too much, you know? Welcome to Love Jam. Okay. Now my glasses are clean. So now I can see. I have two glasses, one that I use for working and always 12-hour shift. Yeah, I know the feeling. So I have one glass for reading and one glass is for doing my crafts. So we are at the sailboat. There's only that much to do up here, see, and then we'll be done. We did good with this project. This is what I mean. The smaller projects come in the front and the bigger projects get done. Yeah, I have different glasses and I have two telephones, only two. I heard some of my Filipino sisters have more than two. I only have two telephones. Actually, I bought the other telephone because I was going to go to Egypt. I'm still going, but I had to put it on hold because I got a little bit sick. To get a SIM card when I travel because roaming is too expensive. So I have learned not to use roaming, but to get a local SIM card, much cheaper. So I use the other telephone, and I use that same telephone with the gimbal. Okay, are you all sitting? I pulled out my gimbal. I wanted to take a video. of this thing on the weekend. We had a little to do. The park next to us, over here that way on the left, we have a park. You remember, I did videos in that. And the policeman goes, "What is that?" I go, it's a telephone. He goes, "I am not stupid." I go, "I didn't say you were stupid. Just because I was thinking you're stupid doesn't mean I said you're stupid." He goes, "What is that white thing?" I go, "The white thing is holding the telephone." He goes, "Don't be funny with me." I go, "I don't think I was funny. I was answering your stupid question, you stupid man." He's like, "What nationality are you?" I go, "Well, what nationality you want me to be? When I'm angry, I'm American, but I could be Hungarian. Which one you want? Do you understand English?" "I don't understand English." I go, "You don't understand English. Let me talk English." I go, "It's a gimbal. You put your telephone on the damn thing so it doesn't shake." "What is a gimbal?" I go, "I just told you. Put it away." I go, "It's not a rifle. It doesn't shoot bullets, you." "A gimbal." "Thank you." I love water, sailboats, boats, fishes, anything like that. So this is a sailboat in the sunset. So the policeman would not let me use gimbal. "Thank you." "Thank you, Tita. Thank you." So he made me put it away. I couldn't take film. I couldn't take any videos at the hot spring spa, where we traveled to, because they wouldn't let me, because they said there are people in there in the bathing suit and they don't want to be filmed. And I said, "I'm perfectly aware of that. I do not film people." There was nobody there because we went early morning, before it got hot. And this way we can get, sunbeds and everything else, because there weren't that many people there in the morning. And they said, "Well, we don't want you filming here. I will ask my boss if you're allowed to film." I go, "What, you want extra money if I film? Is that it?" Nope, they wouldn't let me. I said, "Okay." I don't argue, and I don't argue with people that have guns, and the policemen have guns. I mean, how uncivilized can you get when they don't understand what a gimbal is? I mean, everybody is filming with their telephone. Everybody. I mean, it's a perfectly normal thing nowadays to be filming with your telephone. This is, you buy a good quality telephone with a good camera, right? Right. Well, because they don't want you to film with camera. Okay, so you film with your telephone. And then he's like, "What is a gimbal?" I mean, good Lord. So actually, I'm all set as far as, clothes and everything else for my trip to Egypt. So I don't have to do anything extra. I do have a problem with the address for the villa, and not for the visa, and not for the passport, but for the airplane ticket, because I fly business class, Egypt Air, Air Egypt, whatever the hell it's called, that funny air, the airplane. Sometimes it actually gets to where you want to go, yeah. Sometimes it just goes nearby to where you want to go, but actually, sometimes it actually lands in Egypt, Miracles do happen. So I tried to put in the villa address. It is a villa in New Cairo, which is the more modern place of Cairo, where you don't need to wear hijab or anything else like that. They're rather relaxed about that. They don't really care what, tourists wear. But since I am a Muslim, I do cover. A very simple scarf on the head is fine. No big deal. That's all it is. It's a piece of cloth on your hair. No big deal. Why make a big production out of it? It's a scarf over your head. Nothing more. And of course, I have appropriate clothes because I never wear anything that is too revealing. So that's all set. I don't have to do anything extra. And I tried to get in touch with the villa owner, who is a Canadian, in New Cairo, to tell them that I cannot put the address in the format that he gave me. And he said, this is the proper address. I go, I see it's the proper address. It's on the map. It's fine for the visa. I don't know why I need a visa when I have an Egyptian husband, but I need a visa because I'm American. Anyway, I said, everything is fine except for the ticket. Now, I cannot get a ticket unless I get a ticket online on the internet. And they don't accept the format of the address. Not the address, the format. Now, I am not going to travel back to Budapest just to get a ticket. I always order my tickets online, always. I get everything set up before I travel, everything. I don't like hassles, I don't like problems, I don't like delays, so I take care of everything online. I pay ahead for my lodging, I pay ahead for my ticket, I order breakfast because I will be arriving late. I always go to an apartment, I never go to a hotel. I don't like hotels, I don't trust them. It's a very nice apartment with its own swimming pool in a very good section of the city. It doesn't matter when you travel into Egypt what section of the city you're going, because there are some places that even the Uber doesn't go. Don't go by taxi. Don't get a taxi when you're in Cairo. No. Save yourself the headache. Get an Uber. You get to see the car, you get to see the driver, and you pay ahead. So there is no hassle as to how much it costs. Everything is done. You get out of the airport, you go through the gates, you go through the parking lot, and there's the Ubers right there waiting for you, and you can see from your telephone your driver and your car. For anyone traveling alone, if I was traveling with hubby, he can barter with the taxi drivers. I don't care, he speaks Arabic. But when I travel alone, I always go Uber. And I can order my food because I will arrive late. So I order Uber food, and I ask ahead of time from the housekeeper to have breakfast on the first morning before I can go, to the supermarket and stock up my apartment for the whole month. This is how I usually do it. I tell her, have coffee, milk, sugar in the apartment. Tell me how much extra it will cost, and have breakfast the first morning. And then after that, I call on Uber. I do a large supermarket shopping and, buy the basics and everything. I usually spend the first day resting, getting acquainted with the neighborhood, with my apartment, with the landlord, with my housekeeper. She will be my housekeeper for the whole month. Make some plans if I need to. Usually I make special plans ahead of time. I have a dinner planned on a boat on the River Nile. I have excursion planned to the pyramids. That should take about 2 days, I mean, there's not much to see. Yep, there's a pyramid. It's all empty. Everybody moved out of there. They went to heaven or whatever they went to. And I have a week planned for the new Egyptian Museum in Cairo. It's a brand new, it just opened in January, and it is fantastic. So I have a whole week planned for that. And more than likely after that, I will travel to Luxor. It's my favorite city in Egypt. It's a much friendlier, lots of, foreigners there, lots of intermarriage from Egyptian men, and their husbands are from a different country. So there are plenty of other ladies that have an Egyptian husband, and they have not killed them yet, I tend to, strangle hubby at least once a day. But so far he survived it, I mean, he's fine. There are some men that actually enjoy being threatened by their wife. I think I'd remind him of his mother, I didn't take out my slippers yet. Arab mothers throw slippers at the children when they don't behave. I do have wood spoon and frying pan. That seems to do the trick, Actually, my husband is absolutely no problem. I do think that Egyptian men are different than, I would say, Saudi men. I don't know them that much, but I went to school with quite a few of them. And some of those are quite problematic. Actually, the Egyptians are more relaxed, they're not bothered by Western things, I mean, that's a country that, a lot of its GDP comes from tourism. So they did have to get along with different cultures, But from what I have seen, they are very relaxed. Now, the ones in Qatar are rather relaxed, but when you're in the military, you have a different way of behaving when you are in a compound, and you have a different way of behaving when you leave the compound. So, but I'm not that familiar with other, Arab countries around there, because I was in Egypt most of the time. Now, from what I have seen on the Philippines, that's someplace that I would really like to visit. I mean, I love the water I've seen, the waterfalls and places, absolutely beautiful. And the food looks great, so. First I want to get this Egypt visit out of the way, since it was interrupted by a naughty virus that I had. So, we're doing good with our new project. Thank you very much for spending time in this Wednesday morning. Stay safe, stay healthy, be happy. Do something just for yourself to make yourself smile. Goodbye for now. I will see you later on. Goodbye. Mwah.